Hey friends, Steve Sanchez. How are you on this Saturday night Super Bowl weekend? Hope everybody's doing great. I'm here at the Sanchez Casa, hanging out, enjoying the fresh air here in the hottest city in America. But during this time of the year, we aren't that hot. In fact, our weather is superb. And I'm out here enjoying 60-degree weather while most people around the country are shoveling their driveways with snow. Don't be jealous, but that's just the way it is out here in Phoenix, AZ. I wanted just to give you, the snowflake, the Obama phone user, a little heads up. President Trump is the best thing that ever happened to you. Oh, you may not believe that. You may have never voted for him. You may hate him. But for the Obama phone user, for the snowflake, for the buttercup, for those flipping out in the streets of America, protesting around the country, at airports, at Berkeley, Donald Trump was the best thing that happened to you. And I'll tell you why, because he's going to force you to do something with your pathetic life. Yeah, you heard what I said, pathetic life. Because gone are the days that you, sponge off the American taxpayer unnecessarily. And I say that with as much sympathy as I can, because the truth is that most people using their Obama phone, most buttercups and snowflakes out there protesting, never really work. They want everything handed to them. They believe that government is the answer to their need. And I've always believed absolutely different. So President Trump, you'll be thanking him in a few years when you get your lazy derriere up from bed, get off the couch, and go find a job and do something with your life. You're going to be thanking him, because there is nothing more rewarding than actually working, contributing, literally casting vision for your life, contributing to society in a variety of different realms. There's nothing more rewarding than that. Now, for those that are on their Obama phone with their prepaid minutes, may not like that, may not understand that, may not want to ever even be anywhere near that kind of thinking. And that is why you have black on black crime in Chicago, even though people are saying out there on the left that it's not an issue that America really is concerned with right now. There's more pressing issues. How is that not an issue? Our brothers and sisters in the streets are murdering each other because of lack of education, lack of knowledge, lack of motivation, lack of job, lack of economic security, or lack of economic opportunity. How can you say that that's not an issue that we should concern ourselves in America with? You see, for too long, we've had 8 years of the imposter-in-chief, President Barack Obama, that basically created this narrative, continued this narrative, pushed this narrative, that somehow if you're disenfranchised, you'll never be able to achieve anything without government. And that's the furthest thing from the truth. If you want to look back at some of the movers and shakers in history, many of them came from the most impoverished means. Great case in point, Dr. Ben Carson grew up in a one-room house. Poor. His mom worked multiple jobs. But did you see Dr. Ben Carson lighting cars on fire? Did you see Dr. Ben Carson protesting in the streets? Did you see Dr. Ben Carson flipping out at UC Berkeley? Did you see Dr. Ben Carson screaming with signs and rioting regarding the travel ban? Because there was a lot of things going on during his time growing up as a youth. No, no, no. Instead, he decided to use the best resource that God gave him, and that was his brain. And he put his brain to work, and that brain achieved him astronomical success to the point where he was running for president. The most well-known and most successful neurosurgeon of our time, Dr. Ben Carson. By the way, he's black. Not that skin color means anything, but I'm hearing too many people saying that if you're a certain skin color, that somehow in America you just don't have a choice. That's a bunch of crap. And I'm Hispanic. I heard that a lot growing up. Not from my parents. My parents never instilled that type of thinking. But many people that were part of La Raza and La Mecha and a lot of these other Hispanic community groups would try to insinuate that America was already against you because your last name was Sanchez. They tried to make you believe that there was the only way to achieve successes was to join their cause and force the government into giving us benefits and services and opportunities. But you know what? I was a smart guy even back then. And I said, that's a bunch of crap. I don't believe that because I'm reading the history books and they tell me something different. And I made different choices for my life. Have they always been perfect? No. Have they always been successful? No. Have I failed? Yes. But failure breeds a passion for motivation to succeed in a bigger and better way the next time around. That's what I believe. And I'm living proof of it. So when I hear and see this ridiculous narrative that we're disenfranchised because we're a certain nationality, Hispanic or black or Muslim or gay, that's a bunch of crap. That's a bunch of crap. Because the truth of the matter is God already gave you the best resource you could possibly have, your brain. Now, some people were kicked down their whole life and never told that they had a brain, never told that they could use their brain. Many families never encouraged their children, basically made them look stupid, never encouraged them to do good in school, never encouraged them to read, never encouraged them to reach their God-given potential. But that doesn't mean God didn't give you the best resource, your brain. Sometimes we're always looking for someone else to actually motivate us when we have to sometimes self-motivate ourselves. And that's what I see in America today. We're always willing to blame someone else. Don't take my Obama phone. Don't you dare take my phone. That's the only way I can call my gal, or I can call my boy up in the hood. I don't appreciate that because no one's paying for my phone except me. And if I make the payment late, I get a late charge. How's this narrative in America? Because, I mean, my God, has anybody read the Constitution? Has anybody actually sat back and looked at history and saw exactly what it took to actually create the idea of America, how it started, the fundamentals? Now, no one sit here and tell me that the Native Americans had anything to do with it, because they didn't. It doesn't matter if they were here already. The reality is that the Pilgrims came here searching for opportunity. And no matter if you like it or not, I don't care if you're black, white, blue, or purple, you derived part of your heritage from the Pilgrims. Maybe not in terms of ethnicity, but in terms of vision, idea, and Americana, baby. No matter if you like it or not, and if you don't like it, get the hell out of America. It's pretty simple. No one's keeping you here. In fact, I hear Iran's looking for some more radicals. Why don't you just go off to Iran? No problem. They're missile testing right now as we speak. You go to North Korea too. If you don't like it, go to Canada. Prime Minister Trudeau wants you. Go, get out. You don't have to be here. What will end up happening is our tax situation will fall down. Our cost of living will start actually moving in a safe and a more stable capacity. There'll be less traffic on the freeways. I won't have to worry about running into protesters at the airport. If you like and don't like America, get out of here. No one's holding you back. So again, to all the snowflakes, buttercups, and all the Obama phone holders, President Trump was God's answer for you. You may not believe that now, but eventually you will, and I'll tell you why. Because you're going to be forced to do something with your life. Because as you can see, President Trump isn't screwing around. You know why? He believes in America. He believes more in you than you do in yourself. He believes that this country gives people opportunities. And if that wasn't the case, why on God's green earth would so many people want to come here illegally? We get desensitized and we get spoiled like a bunch of spoiled brats because we have everything in around us. But yet we don't understand that it takes some initiative to actually go do something. I was telling my wife earlier before I came out to do this, some people just need my boot, see my boot? Right up their crack to push them. I'm just going to tell you, sometimes you just need to push them in the crack and get them right out the door to make them do something with their life. I'm just telling you the truth. So help me God. And yes, it's safe to say God in America again. Isn't it nice? I'm telling you, I've been sleeping so well since President Trump was sworn in. I've been sleeping just better than I have in 8 years, knowing that my future, my family's future, my grandchildren's future, my country's future is in good hands with a true patriot that believes in the ingenuity, the innovation, the goodness of America. And don't let anybody tell you there's not a goodness in America. The Obama phone holders won't tell you there's a goodness. The snowflakes and the buttercups won't tell you there's a goodness, because they just want to complain because they don't know how good they really have it until they get the hell out of here and go to some third world country that they want to model America after, and then they'll know how good we have it here. Pretty simple stuff, right? Pretty simple stuff. All right, let me say hi to a few people on here. Glad a lot of people are joining us tonight. Yes, we have the censorship police. We should all know by now that's not going to change. That's not going to change, so we just have to deal with it. That's okay. In fact, everybody say hello to the censorship police. Hello, everybody. Hello. Their days are numbered. Trust me, I already know. I know some inside stuff. Their days are numbered because they've already been put on notice privately. But eventually, it's going to be put out publicly that they can't continue to sequester the rights of Americans, regardless if they're conservative, liberal, libertarian, independent, or whatever. Okay? All right, let's go. Maria Perez, hello from Texas. Thank you for being with us. Jeffrey, thank you. Karen, Maria, thanks for being with us. Pastor Gene, my brother from another mother, how are you? Very great friend of mine. Pastor Gene Herndon on with us tonight. Kathy, Rose, and Grant, thank you. My lovely wife, Marie, always my big fan, always sitting there popping her root beer barrels. Oh yes, my wife has a real habit, friends. She loves her root beer barrels. Now, get this. Doesn't like the real good root beer barrels. The ones that I buy her that are really fancy, she likes the generic root beer barrels. And I'll tell you something, she's just not a one root beer barrel popper. She'll put 3, 4, 5, and she'll just go to town. And I know she's probably saying, Steve, how dare you? Well, she's a good sport, so I know she's not going to be that angry for me telling a little bit on her secret addiction. But you know what? The woman just doesn't gain weight. She's 45 years old, as beautiful as the day I met her, so I guess she has nothing to worry about. I guess if I was eating root beer barrels too much, maybe we should complain, right? All right, look, let's say hi to a few other people on here. Yo, Steve. Yes, yo, Pastor Gene. It's time to go have some Barrio Cafe. Wouldn't you agree? I agree. Long overdue for all of us to get together. All right, Jennifer in Utah, thank you for being here. I'm going to be up in Salt Lake City here in a couple weeks, meeting with some folks. So, Utah, appreciate everybody there. Jay Peterson, hello from Santan Valley, Arizona. Hello right back to you. Okay, Marie said, Ernie, I feel sorry for you. I will be praying for you. Ernie, you're blind. You need spiritual eyes. So my wife is defending me because someone threw me under the bus. So Ernie, I guess the friend of Bert from Sesame Street must have threw me under the bus. But that's okay, Ernie. Do me a favor, Ernie. I haven't read your comments yet, but go find Bert and go complain to Bert. Maybe you're on the wrong feed here. No one invited you. You're more than welcome to stay, but if you throw me under the bus, I'm going to throw you back 100 times harder. And I'll even drive the bus while I'm throwing you under the bus. So if you want to complain, Ernie, go find your friend Bert and go complain on Sesame Street, okay? Stephen Corey Davis. It must be miserable to wake up every day in the greatest country in the world and you can't find anything good to say about it and can't find another country better than ours because there are none. You're exactly right. But you know what? You're from Las Vegas. You're a smart guy because you get it. And I love my adopted friends and family in Las Vegas. So Steve and I agree wholeheartedly with you. You know, someone the other day had the audacity, the nerve to tell me to calm down, that I was acting like a lunatic. I dare you to tell me that to my face, because then you'll really know what a lunatic means. Okay? Really easy to get on the keyboard and type your stupidities, but I'm sure we'll meet someday soon, and then you can tell me that, and then we can decide if I really am a lunatic or not, okay? I just happen to have a passion. I'm just not some, okay. I'm not like an Ahab, that's married to a Jezebel. You go do this. Okay, honey, I'll go do it. Okay, empty the dishwasher. Okay, honey, I'll empty the dishwasher. You didn't throw the garbage? Oh, no, honey, I didn't throw the garbage. I'll go do it. Anything else, honey? No Ahab with me. I'm a King David, baby. All right, had to get that off my shoulders, off my chest. Feels good. Feels really good. All right, Aiden, thank you. Block Ernie, Steve. I may, Aiden. Maybe he's saying some derogatory, so I'll look and see what Ernie, maybe Bert left him. I don't know. Maybe his best friend Bert is hanging out with Cookie Monster or Big Bird on Sesame Street, and, maybe Ernie's feeling bad. I don't know. Haven't read Ernie's comments yet, but that's okay. We'll find them eventually, and then, we'll take care of Ernie's business. I'm going to warn you, Ernie, I will go on your profile to look at you and see what you're about. You'll probably block me because you're a coward, but be prepared. Be very prepared. I let anybody on my platform. Everybody knows that. I let anybody speak a piece. Everybody has a right on here. I don't care if you're conservative, a liberal, independent, atheist, Christian, doesn't matter. But I've said this, and I've said it 1,000 times. Don't get derogatory, or I'll come down and find you. Very simple. It's just as simple as that, okay? Keith Gillen in Oregon, thank you for joining us. Grant Claus, love you. Well, love your stuff, brother. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, Aiden's saying he's attacking me. Okay, well, we'll see that. I would love to see. I'm going to kind of lean over here a little bit. I know the lighting's not so great out here, friends. I'm in the patio enjoying my life. But hopefully we can find out what Ernie was saying. If anybody can share or copy what Ernie's saying, that would be helpful because there's hundreds and hundreds of comments coming through here. So it's hard to see what Ernie is saying. But I guess we don't care. We'll figure it out. And we'll let Ernie know how we feel about Ernie. All right. Dan Hansen, appreciate you. Thanks for joining us and being on here tonight. Trey Chestnut in Oregon, thank you. Michael Ford in Washington, thank you. Don't forget tomorrow night, the Steve Sanchez Show. Yes, live even on Super Bowl Sunday. I don't really care about the Super Bowl anymore. I'll tell you why, because it's knee-deep in Illuminati spiritualism, so I really don't care, to be straight with you. Lady Kaka is doing the halftime Super Bowl show, and I can promise you it will be full of Illuminati demonic satire and rituals, and of course she'll throw Trump under the bus, all in the name of unity. She's a freak. In fact, I'm going to post a picture here on the thread a little later so that you can see how freaky she is at some party, drinking blood out of a coffin with a dead body in there. I know it's all shtick, but still, for someone to do that, they have to be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. They just do. They just do. All right. BJ Tribble is saying, let's smash Ernie. So Ernie must just be a real character on here. Ernie, I am dying to see your comments, but there's hundreds of them. I guess I'm giving Ernie more attention than Bert or Cookie Monster or anybody on Sesame Street's ever given him. I'm giving you your 15 minutes of fame tonight, Ernie. Ernesto. All right. Diane, thanks for being with us. Sherry, Ava, Ellen, thanks for being with us. Monica, thank you for being with us. I want to find out how many of you are going to be on the show tomorrow night. My live radio show, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Pacific Standard. Go to the SteveSanchezShow.com website, and then you can find a station near you, or you can listen live right from the site in case I'm not on a radio station near you. So don't forget, tomorrow, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard, 3 hours live every Sunday. It's going to be an awesome show, so make sure you're on with us. All right, Alfonso and Donna and Marlon, thank you very much for being on with us. Boy, people are really throwing Ernie under the bus. Ernie, you're a wimp. Ernie can't handle the truth. Boy, Ernie, you're really making some people angry tonight. Wow, I bet you're having more fun than you've had in your whole little life. All right, Deborah, thanks for being with us. Terry in Modesto, California, thank you for being with us. Scott in Visalia, California, I'm assuming you probably listen on 1680 The Answer there in that area. I appreciate it. Chris and Jan and Ronald, thank you so much for being on with us tonight. So with that said, I'm getting ready to bounce. My wife and I are going to watch a little Apple TV, rent a movie, hang out, sit back, kick back, put our feet up, and just get some much needed rest. It's been a real busy time for us since the launch of the new year, and I'm sure you can probably relate. So look, wanted to say hello to everyone. Make sure you leave your city and state that you're watching this on. Drop your comments. I'll try to go back and answer as many as I can. And of course, please share the video to everybody that you know. Make sure you're following me and liking this page, and share the page with people you know. And give me some love on Twitter. We are on Twitter, 200,000 strong. And if you can go over to @RealRawTalk, that'd be awesome. It's simple. You can find me right on the Steve Sanchez Show website, and then you can find Twitter. In fact, go find me on Instagram as well. It's under the Steve Sanchez Show. Give me some love on Instagram as well. All right, friends, I've got to bail. Let me know your thoughts on the Obama phone, the buttercups, the snowflakes. Am I right? And when I say Trump is the best thing that ever happened to them. Want to hear your feedback tonight on this thread. Okay, got to bounce. Love you all. Have a great rest of the weekend. And of course, we'll catch you on the other side.